Chat, last week was quite the event, wasn't it? We had multiple title changes, including the women's champion. Congratulations again to Ashley Sharp, our new women's champion. The All-Star title changed hands as El Arano walked out as the new All-Star champion in the triple threat. And we also had some title retentions. As Jace Gold and Massman were able to successfully retain the tag titles against the BHS. And against all odds, Kez Phoenix was able to walk out of Hell in a Cell still the TNC World Champion. And that brings us to today, episode 33 of TNC. There is a lot to unpack after Turning Point. There might be more to unpack. Poor Massman. Yeah, poor Massman. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the action. I don't know why I had the audio turned way down. Good thing I caught it.
Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds,
Matt Marco, of course, coming off a big win at Turning Point last week. Originally scheduled to be a title match against Aiden Kennedy, but Matt Marco is now the #1 contender. Gonna release that symbiosis. Matt, of course, the #1 contender for the RHW Memorial Championship that is still held by Aiden Kennedy's mom. Should make a Venom Matt Marco attire that actually go crazy. Nico Fox looking to get back on the map here in TNC. Has not had the most consistent booking since losing the All-Star title all that time ago. It's been, what, 10 months at this point? Wait, this works in BCW canon? Yeah. The Riz-Tosi line is all symbiotes of Matt, if you think about it. Cunt rider. Oh, true, Nico is a cunt rider. You need to, give me a list of everybody that's in the cunt riders. I'm not gonna remember them all. But Matt and Nico set to go in our opening contest, and there's the bell. Matt feuding with them. Alright, well, guess I made some good booking decisions. Marco able to back Nico into the corner, but the ref there to break it up. And now Nico quickly going after the legs, but just settling for that takedown. But Matt coming right back with that right hand. And now they'll tie up once again by the ropes. And again, it's Matt Marco showcasing that power. And a big slap by Marco. But Nico able to get that elbow up out of the corner. Booker of the Year. I mean, I'll take the award. Not sure if I deserve it, but I won't say no. Matt whipped into the corner by Fox. Big chop there. And now turning Matt around, clubbing blow to the neck. And now back towards the legs, driving the knee into the hardest part of the canvas. And now Nico brushing his boot across the face of Marco. Better than Paul Levesque. I mean, it's not hard to be better than him. As Matt Marco kicks out at 1. Nico up to the second rope, drops the double axe handle onto Matt. Going for another cover here in the middle of the ring. And another kick out at 1 by Matt. And now Matt quickly back to his feet, able to connect with that spinning back elbow. Matt stomping at the face of Nico. Now off the ropes with the lion salt. And Matt has his sights set on Nico as he spears him to the outside. And Matt tried to follow up, but Nico able to get a boot up. And Matt getting tossed into the corner there by Nico. And Nico just wrenching at that right arm. But now it's Matt's turn to get a boot up on Nico Fox. And now it's Nico getting tossed across the outside. Count up to 5 as Nico able to whip Matt face first onto the floor. And now turning his attention back to that right arm. Nico trying to drag Matt back into the ring, and he does. Nico off the ropes, landing another double axe handle. As Matt crawling over to the corner, barely able to make it back up to his feet. Gets turned around, but Matt with the elbow. And Matt off the ropes, back shot! Cover! 1, 2, and a kick out. And Matt now looking for the Matussi stretcher. He's got it locked in. Middle of the ring. Is Nico Fox going to tap out? Could this do it for Matt? No, he lets go. And Nico with the elbow strike. But Matt again able to get a boot up there. Landing the sling blade. Rolling through into the drop kick. But Nico again able to get a boot up there. And now these two going to start trading blows. Big right by Matt. Stumbled Nico, but Nico able to get that chop off. Another right hand by Matt. Chop is blocked. And now Matt able to deliver a chop. That right hand is blocked by Matt. And Marco definitely getting the upper hand of this exchange. And into the poison Rana goes Matt Marco. Into the cover on Nico. 1, 2, and another kick out by Nico Fox. Nico back to his feet in the corner, able to get that elbow up. Big forearm there. Knocking Matt to the canvas. Matt now back to his feet. But Matt able to get those elbows in. And now Matt off the ropes with the Hurricane Rana. And now dragging Nico back up to his feet. Went for a clothesline, but Nico able to turn it around into a German suplex. And now into the corner. Nico Fox. 619. And now Nico hoisting Matt Marco up. Planting him. Middle of the ring. Going for the cover to finish off the number 1 contender. 1, 2, kick out. We want a Matussi driver or we riot. Big knee strike by Nico. Going for another cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Looks like we're going to be rioting. That is a big win for Nico Fox, able to knock off the #1 contender. Cunt riders never lose. And Nico Fox may be putting himself in the conversation to take away that #1 contendership from Matt. But of course, there are 4 weeks left until Clash. Anything can happen in those 4 weeks, but tonight it was Nico Fox coming out on top against the #1 contender. Even through the inconsistent booking, Nico Fox still found a way to pick up the win here in our opening match. And maybe we see him in the RHW Memorial title picture sooner rather than later. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be hearing from Zyler Glass now that he knows who his opponent will be in the main event of Clash, and that man will be Kez Phoenix.
I've wrestled a lot of people in this business, some of the best, some of the worst, and some mid guys that don't even deserve to be in the main event scene. And that's quite frankly what we're looking at right here. We're looking at someone who licks the jock strap of Keith. That's what we're looking at. Kez Phoenix, you jock licker. I'd be fucking my girlfriend and you'd be licking Keith's jock. Are you gay? That's pretty gay, man. Nonetheless, I'm Zyler Glass, the man of many minds, and I'm here to remind you that I am main eventing Clash, that I am a TNC exclusive, that I will be your next world champion. Now, there's a bit of an issue here, as I am fighting this jock licker, and I don't like that. You see, I have no problem with people being gay, not at all. But this man, Kez Phoenix, is more concerned about what's going on in the other company than what's going on here. His heart isn't in the game. My heart is. So, Kez Phoenix, you're going to lose this championship because you're busy being loyal to that cunt Keith. And I'm going to walk out of Clash as champion. And I will be very, very happy to end this title reign. I mean, as you can see, the lineage of this world championship hasn't been too great. Our best champion is Pete Brunson. I got a lot of respect for that man. But when I win this championship, that best champion will be me. You see, Kez, your time is up. You know, betraying the fans, this isn't working for you. You're not a good bad guy. You're a lame bad guy. And now, BHS might be short some tag team championships. But my vision for this group, it involves us getting those back. But that's a later date. Kez, you and me, it's going to be a beautiful disaster.
Strong words from the #1 contender. as he has his eyes set solely on becoming the next TNC World Champion. Uh-oh. That match wasn't supposed to be next. I totally forgot to edit it. Oh shit. You know what? It'll go up later.
California, weighing in at 374 pounds, Matt
I gotta figure out a plan now. Power Trip still in control. What do I do? I knew it looked too fucking short. Fat got grease on the match card and they couldn't release it. Fat couldn't be contained anymore. Hey, if anyone's gonna be a Hogan, I think we can all agree that Fat is an acceptable Hogan. Fat getting the crowd all riled up and feting here in TNC. Absolute demon. My favorite part of doing commentary was feeding. I'm sure it was.
And his partner from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Tony Cook.
Heart Attack Dynasty, outside of their formation and their debut match, have not seen much success as a tag team, and they're definitely looking to change their fortunes here tonight against one of the top tag teams in the division, and that being the Corporation. This will definitely be one of their bigger tests as a team thus far. We'll see if they can make the most of it. Yeah. I'll probably release it as like its own thing. You know, dropping it at midnight would actually be really sick. I just gotta come up with a creative name. Got pushed to being a dark match. Well, no, it's not gonna be a dark match. It'll happen on camera with fans. And it will be aired. Just not live. Yeah, it was Harnage's match. Gonna be Fat and Miguel Tigre. That woman had 3 broken bones and now it's not a dark match. Tigre starting off this tag match strong. Now looking for the lion salt on Fat. But if we're being honest, no lion could ever take Fat on one-on-one. Fat's too big and strong. Miguel Tigre definitely taking the fight to Fat here early. Getting some separation, able to connect on that Hurricane Rana. And now Tigre to the apron. Springboard, nobody home on the frog splash. Overshot his target. And now Tigre lining Fat up. Cartwheel, nobody home on the Pele. Fat doesn't do push-ups, he pushes down the earth. He's got his own gravitational pull and push. Fat getting countered there by Tigre. Now Tigre going to send Fat off the ropes. Ducking under. Jumping over Fat. And now Tigre with the kick to the back of the head. And now the tag comes in to the leader of the corporation, Alex Cruz, going right after Fat. Working on that lower body. And that midsection. And now it's going to be Alex Cruz lining up Fat from the corner. And he's able to hit the cartwheel Pele. Cruz tossed out of the ring by Chef Tony Bolognese. And Fat trying to hype up the crowd with Alex Cruz disposed of on the outside. And now Fat gonna follow him out there, but Cruz was waiting. And Fat going face first into the apron. Fat able to block that chop, planting Cruz on the floor with that scoop slam. And Fat now tossing Cruz across the outside. Fat re-entering the ring. And trying to hype up the crowd yet again here. As Cruz still out on his feet on the outside. And Fat gonna go back out there to reset the count. Fat, arms hooked. Fat agreed. And now Cruz face first into the post. But now it's Fat who goes into the post. Fat now back to his feet, into the post again. But Fat able to trip up Alex Cruz. Count up to 9 here on the outside. As Cruz tossed back into the ring. Fat lining him up from the apron. Now going to step back in. Fat getting those elbows in to the gut of Cruz. And Fat, big slap there, knocking Cruz to the mat. And Fat over the top rope but couldn't connect. This time undershooting the target. As Fat now going to go over for a tag to Chef Tony Bolognese. The man who dishes up the best heart attacks in TNC. Cruz able to turn this around on the Chef though. And now Cruz with speed with the knee to the gut in the corner. But nobody home there. Big pump kick by the Chef. And now to the outside. Chef going to continue to work on that lower body of Alex Cruz. Neck breaker by Cruz on the outside as the count up to 5. And the Chef tossed back into the ring. Chef to his feet. Dragged to the corner, face first off the turnbuckle he goes. And what is Alex Cruz thinking here? Maybe thinking Spanish Fly, but the Chef able to force Alex Cruz off the ropes. And now Chef turning his attention to Miguel Tigre with the knee to the gut. And now the moonsault to the back of Cruz. Tigre now the legal man in this match. Chef able to counter. Chef missing the roundhouse kick. But a drop kick there knocking Chef on his back. But Chef here with a roll-up could get Miguel Tigre here, but no, a kick out of 1. Chef, big heel kick. And over the top he goes. Tigre able to counter there. Knee to the gut. Roundhouse kick to the Chef. And now Tigre hoisting the Chef up for a brainbuster. Cover broken up by Fat. And now Tigre going for another cover and an immediate kick out by the Chef. And now Tigre again planting the Chef, middle of the ring, going for the cover to win it. 1, 2, 3. And the Corporation able to stack another win. Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't get no disconnected message. Scaring me.
Here are your winners, Alex Cruz and Mighty Tiger, the Corporation.
And as long as it didn't crash, we good. But the Corporation getting the win over the Heart Attack Dynasty, who's still looking to find their feet as a tag team. And now we move on to our next matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 228 pounds.
Aiden Kennedy has not had a very pleasant last couple weeks, to say the least. Lost the RHW Memorial Championship at Bimbo's at the Beach, excuse me, to his own mom. Then at Turning Point last week, ended up losing the #1 contenders match, which was originally going to be a title match against Matt Marco. And now the assassin has to go up against Isaac Graves here tonight. Kennedy looking to avoid the washed allegations. Head back to Starbucks, buddy, is insane. He's probably at Starbucks right now, working his 8-hour shift, making coffees, frappes, lattes, thinking about ending it all.
And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 220 pounds, Isaac Gray.
Of course, Aiden Kennedy going up against the former two-time All-Star champion in Isaac Graves, who we haven't seen much of recently. But that assuredly means that Isaac Graves is definitely 100% healthy. And he is looking to get back into some sort of title picture. Gonna make a Starbucks employee faction? Who else would be there? Look at the aura. Oozing out this man. Nobody on this roster comes even close to the amount of aura. I'm sure you can look up Starbucks on CC. Kennedy and Graves, here we go. Graves coming out the gate strong with a big knee to the face. And a crucifix roll up on Kennedy. Looking for an early victory. Getting a 2 count and a kick out. Might be the quickest 2 count we've ever seen. Aiden Kennedy clearly off guard. Or caught off guard from that crucifix pin. Kennedy able to turn this around on Isaac Graves, choking him in the corner. And Graves has to crawl back towards the middle of the ring, but able to trip up Kennedy. But Kennedy able to push Graves away. And now it's Kennedy brought to the corner, face first off the turnbuckle, but able to catch the kick of Graves. And again, Going after the neck and throat of Isaac Graves. Graves able to get a boot up there on Kennedy and landing a big knee strike. And that's all it takes for Isaac Graves to retake control of the match, as these two will lock up in the middle of the ring. Graves maintaining control of the arm and wrist of the assassin, wrenching at it even further now. Kennedy, though, able to turn it around here. Now control the wrist of Isaac Graves. And again, now wrenching further. Now we'll see what Isaac Graves can do to get out of this situation. As Kennedy again continuing to wrench at that wrist. And now Graves forced to drop down to a knee. Back up to his feet though. And now into a headlock by Isaac Graves. Good reversal there. Maintaining control of the head and neck of the assassin, despite Kennedy's attempts to escape. And now Kennedy able to force him out. Graves running the ropes. Kennedy jumping over. And a stomp by the assassin. And Kennedy off the top rope with the cutter. And Kennedy, Pele kick. And Kennedy quickly into a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Graves. Kennedy with control of the arms, hoisting Isaac Graves up and just dropping him back down. Putting all that pressure on his arms and shoulders. But Graves went for a Superman punch, couldn't connect. And Graves, this time able to connect. And Graves maybe looking to put the assassin away early. Connecting with the knee. Cover here. 1, 2. Kick out by Kennedy at 2. Graves up to the second rope, connecting on that double axe handle. But Kennedy coming right back with a sling blade. And now a forearm by Kennedy. But this time gets caught. And momentum staying with Isaac Graves. And now into the cover again. 1, 2, kick out by Kennedy. Kennedy getting blocked by Graves. And now these two are going to start trading blows. Going chop for chop. Another one by Graves. And another one by Kennedy. Another one by Graves. And another by Kennedy. Graves again. Kennedy asking for more. Big overhand right. Another chop by Kennedy. Another big right hand by Graves. Kennedy wants even more and another big right. And now it finally breaks into a hockey fight. Who comes out on top? It's gonna be the assassin. And Kennedy looking for the KBD. And he got it. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Graves. Graves back to his feet. And the buckshot lariat connecting by the assassin. And now he's up to the top rope. The tightrope walk into the elbow drop. And Kennedy into the cover again. 1, 2, and another kick out. Graves quickly back to his feet. Graves thinking Gravedigger. He's got him up for it, and he connects. And now it's Graves into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Owen, of course, very happy with this result. And now both men involved in that match last week end up taking the loss here on episode 33. And now what seemed like a certain number one contender in Matt Marco may not be so. Maybe that number one contendership gets put on the line again. We'll see. We'll see what the CEO's got in store the next couple weeks.
Here is your winner, Isaac Graves.
Much like Nico Fox in the opener, Isaac Graves able to pick up the win.
I came to this company for a fair opportunity at the top, for a fair chance to succeed. And ever since I came here, ever since I saved Team TNC from the invading BCW forces, I have been treated like shit. I was supposed to get a one-on-one championship opportunity. That never came. In fact, I was thrown in a gauntlet match before I ever got a one-on-one shot at the gold. So, me and my good old friend Kent Killstrom had to take matters into our own hands. We had to form the power trip. And then this genius decides to make a fatal four-way Hell in a Cell Iron Man match. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking shitting me? That could have ended my career. I wasn't ready to put my body on the line in a Hell in a Cell match. That's psychotic. I could have gone anywhere before signing here. I chose here because I had faith that the owner of this company, that the CEO was competent in what he did. I was wrong. He is a fool who doesn't see talent. He wanted no talent, ever walked to his doorstep, knocked on his door, and punched him square in the fucking jaw. I really could have gone to BCW. I could have gone to Ring of Honor. But now that I'm saying all this out loud, maybe I will go to BCW. Maybe I gotta show TNC what they're missing out on. They're missing out on the best professional wrestler alive. I was the hottest free agent in the business. I get treated like total shit. But that's okay. That's okay. They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn real soon because I fucking quit. I quit. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take my talents to this new promotion, this new startup promotion. ELW. And maybe I'll go there and they'll treat me like the king that I am. I don't need this shit.
Well, that just happened. Owen King and Kent Killstrom just quit the company. I don't even know this new startup ELW. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But Owen King and Kent Killstrom seemingly just quit TNC. I'm speechless. Yes, but shut up. It was meant for both of them to quit. Now who's the superior cunt rider? Of course, Kendall Hendricks and Olivia Martinez, both part of the cunt riders in BCW. But they will be going one-on-one here in TNC. Zan, you got any predictions on who the superior cunt rider is going to be? You got Martinez. Martinez versus SJ Ray was godly. It was. And here we go. Hendricks out the gate strong with a big pump kick. And now going after the left knee of Olivia Martinez. And able to connect on that lion salt. She is so goated in TNC. Like, she's actually unstoppable. Martinez able to plant Hendricks. And but nobody home on the lion salt. Hendricks able to connect on the moonsault. And now this match spilling to the outside. Big knee by Hendricks, but Martinez still able to stay on her feet, but that knee will drop her to the floor. Now Martinez back to the outside to reset the count. She's going to meet the post. Her only win on BCW was that squash. And now Hendricks sending Martinez back into the ring. a big forearm by Kendall Hendricks, and she has been in complete control from the bell. And again going after that left knee. Martinez able to turn this around on Kendall Hendricks, at least for the moment. This time able to connect on that lion salt. Going for the cover on the former women's champ, and an immediate kick out by Hendricks. She finally woke up. Big jumping knee strike by Martinez. Martinez shot to the back. But nothing doing there for Martinez. Hendricks, too much weight to bear. And now Hendricks with those palm strikes. And now up to the top rope. Kendall Hendricks with the stomp from the top. Now able to connect on the lion salt. Flatliner by Hendricks. And she's into the cover on Olivia Martinez. 1, 2, and a kick out. Not sure what she was going for there. Not even close from Kendall Hendricks. But now she's going to send Martinez off the rope. Able to land the kick. Into the cover she goes on Martinez. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5. Another big knee strike there by Hendricks. But Martinez able to kick her away. Big clothesline there. Now off the ropes. Martinez with a big shot to the gut of Hendricks. And now the ripcord lariat by Olivia Martinez into the cover. 1 and a kick out. Olivia Martinez taking a page out of Kendall Hendricks' playbook. Nothing even close. Uppercut to the back of the neck. As Kendall Hendricks doing some shadow boxing. And now dragging Martinez to the corner, face first off the turnbuckle. And now Hendricks gonna build up some steam into the corner. And again, back to the left knee. And now a knee shot to the gut of Martinez. And now some more shadow boxing by Kendall Hendricks. And now the kicks start coming in. Martinez went back into the corner. Another big shot into the corner and an elbow. And now a long double axe handle, but nobody home. Martinez may have found an opening that she could exploit. As these two continue to go back and forth with the damn shadow boxing. Big kick to the face. And now Martinez sizing up Kendall Hendricks from the corner, landing that knee strike and busting her open. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Martinez maybe looking for the one-winged angel. But no, Kendall Hendricks able to turn it around. Hendricks hoisting Martinez up. Got her. Cover to put her away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and this is not a good day for you predictions-wise. So I guess we know who the best cunt rider is. It would be Kendall Hendricks. Rigged, sadly. No Terry or Debo. So who's your wide receiver 1? Because I don't even think you have Noah Brown. Would it be Chris Moore? Luke McCaffrey? Jesus. Maybe you call up, what's his fucking name? Traylon Burks from the practice squad? They should legit trade for Dotson. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is in fact main event time. Oh, you're facing Dallas tomorrow. Oh yeah, you're fucking screwed. Dallas is gonna light up your defense like a fucking Christmas tree. Seth Ross could make history tonight. He could walk out of episode 33 as the first ever 3-time TNC All-Star champion. Unreal carry job has to happen. If he pulls that off, he can come back into top 10 talks. For this year. There is your new TNC All-Star champion. And looking to become just the third man to ever successfully defend that belt. Alongside Isaac Graves and Seth Ross himself. Or is he about to join a long list of champions who cannot successfully defend this belt? Join the likes of Kato Takahashi, Nico Fox, Matt Marco, Aiden Kennedy. King Zero, I think, was also unsuccessful in his 2 reigns. Aranyo gonna try as hard as he can to keep himself off that list.
Introducing the challenger. From Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Seth Ross. his opponent, from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 238 pounds, the All-Star Champion, the Spider.
Aranyo handing off that All-Star Championship to the referee. Seth Ross knows it very well. Looking to become the first ever 3-time champion. Both men set to go in our main event, and the bell is rung. If Seth Ross wins, we riot. Aranyo at the gate with the Spanish Fly. And now out to the apron. Springboard Hurricane Rana by Aranyo. And now going to try to systematically pick Seth apart. But now the collar and elbow tie up. And Seth able to overpower him. As they'll lock up again. And again, it's Seth showing off the power. Seth hoisting Aranyo up, but he's able to get a shot in. And land back on his feet. And now the combo coming in, but Seth able to dodge. But they'll lock up for a third time. And now Seth pushing him into the ropes, and the ref going to have to break this one up. Seth dragging Aranyo over to the ropes. And a shot to the kidney, and another, and a third. Seth whipped into the corner. Seth able to catch the boot from Aranyo and sweep out the legs. But Aranyo able to avoid that shot and connect with one of his own. Now it's Seth off the ropes. Aranyo ducking under, jumping over. And a drop kick knocking Seth into the ropes. And Aranyo going straight after that left arm. And the cutter by Aranyo. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Seth. And Aranyo looking to put this one away quickly. He's got that choke locked in. Middle of the ring. Where's Seth going to go? Can he escape? Is Aranyo going to hang on to the title? Not just yet. To think this guy was kept in catering all this time. I mean, so far he's putting belt to ass. But with 2K, you never know. As Aranyo with a big drop kick into the corner. And now spearing Seth Ross to the floor. And Aranyo over the top! And now a drop kick to the back. As he is in complete control of Seth Ross here in our main event. And now Aranyo on the apron. Seth to his feet. Able to land a right hand. And now Seth on the apron. Aranyo up. Back suplex onto the apron. This might be the worst Seth has ever looked so far. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Aranyo tossed back into the ring. Seth making his way up to the top. But Seth has other thoughts. Aranyo too far. Able to connect with the super kick. And now Seth thinking pop-up powerbomb, but it got blocked. Seth dragging Aranyo to the corner. Face first off the turnbuckle he goes. And Seth stomping a mud hole into the All-Star champion. And now Seth going for a cover and a kick out at 1. Aranyo back to his feet. Seth dragging him to the ropes. And Aranyo again with that cutter. Cover to retain. 2. And a kick out again by Seth. Seth, super kick. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Back to catering with you. And that is a history-making super kick for Seth Ross, as he now becomes the first wrestler in TNC history to become a 3-time All-Star champion. Super kick out of absolutely nowhere by Seth, and that was all she wrote for Aranyo's title reign.
Here is your winner, and now, champion, Seth Rollins.
And what a last 4, 5, 6 months it has been for Seth Ross. Seth Hogan strikes again. But yeah, that is it for episode 33. I do have some breaking news. As some of you may know, Clash of the Titans 2 will be taking place in 4 weeks, but this one is going to be a little more special, as it will be a crossover show with not just BCW, but with ELW as well. Very excited for the next 4 weeks to build up this show. It's going to be an absolutely insane clash. Can't wait to see what this card looks like with 3 different promotions. It's going to be insane. But we got to build up to it first. And that build starts, or should I say continues, next week when we will see you for episode 34 of TNC.